Welcome to Face the State. I'm Arianna Bennett. Thank you for being with us. Well, it's no secret that finding affordable housing in Northern Nevada has gotten really hard. And while there's no easy fix for high prices and scarce options, there is a local agency working to help. Dr. Hilary Lopez, Executive Director of the Reno Housing Authority, is here with me to talk about that. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here and to share some information about the things that we're doing and some updates on some of our projects.
Yeah, well, so many things that you're doing all the time, and a lot of things that I think a lot of people don't realize. So we'll get to that. But first, I just kind of off the top want to hear what the need is looking like right now. Every time I've spoken with RHA over the years, I've gotten kind of an updated look at how many people are applying for housing assistance, how many people in our community need it. Has it gone up? Is it about steady?
Yeah, we know that there are a lot of households that are continuing to face challenges in terms of finding affordable housing or maintaining their affordable housing. We're trying to do everything that we can to assist with that. And so we recently had some of our wait lists open. So we were able to open our public housing wait list, our project-based voucher wait list, and then some of our other project wait lists as well. And as soon as we open those wait lists, we always see that there are a lot of people that are in need of housing and eager to join those. So
yeah.
We had about 3,400 families that put in applications during that time.
Wow. So is that a high number compared to what we've seen in the past, or is that about on par?
I think that we've just kind of hit that point where rents are starting to stabilize, so that's really good news. But again, we're still seeing a lot of families that are struggling, and so we're kind of maintaining around 4,000 families on our different wait lists.
Yeah, I mean, they're stabilizing, but unfortunately stabilizing at a high level.
Yes.
They haven't come down to these affordable levels that we saw 10 years ago.
Yes.
It's unthinkable now.
Yes, we've seen that the rents have just continued to grow for years and years, and now, they're just kind of sticky. And so while they're not growing at that same level, like you said, they're not back down where they were, 5-10 years ago.
Okay, so you offer a variety of resources to help people who need help finding housing, everything from public housing to vouchers to these other kind of like soft help, like job training and food and that sort of thing. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we have a lot of programming available in addition to the housing that we offer. And so we have about 500 units that we offer through our public housing portfolio. We have over another about 500 units that we offer through our community benefit portfolio. We administer a housing choice voucher program along with specialty vouchers focused on certain harder to serve populations. And then on top of that, we have a really robust resident services department where we're continuously working with our residents and clients to help them improve their self-sufficiency, achieve their different goals, and become more economically independent.
If you had, unlimited resources, what would that number look like compared to what you have now?
Yeah, so currently, based on our wait list, if I could wave a magic wand and kind of fill that need, we'd probably be developing somewhere along the lines of maybe 2,000 to 3,000 units, and or have additional housing choice vouchers that we could make available for residents in our community. And then, hopefully at that point we could clear our wait list and then just move into helping people maintain their housing.
Is there a potential future where that's even possible, or is that amount of money, something that could never happen?
I'd like to think that future is available. We're always exploring new opportunities, new ways to leverage our funding, different public-private partnerships. ways to work with our jurisdictional partners, our state and federal partners to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to bring as many housing opportunities to the Washoe County community as possible.
Yeah, speaking of, you have a new one that you just broke ground on. I think we have a rendering of what it's going to look like. This is the Hawk View Apartments. So tell me about this project.
Yeah, so we're extremely excited about the redevelopment of the former Hawkview public housing site. It's an opportunity not only to redevelop what was obsolete public housing, but also to add additional units to our community. So Hawkview previously consisted of 99 units of public housing, and we're going to bring back 199 units of housing. And then also we're going to be able to serve a wider range of incomes across the site. And so we'll have units that are affordable to those with incomes ranging from anywhere from about 20% of area median income all the way up to 80% of area median income. And it's also very exciting because we're going to have a mix of different housing types. So this will be our first development where we have a mix of garden style homes, townhomes, and then larger multifamily buildings, excuse me.
Very cool. That's exciting.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other housing projects that are coming down the pipeline anytime soon?
Yeah, we've been busy. And so I think last time I was here, we had just received some awards of State Home Means Nevada initiative funding, and we've been putting that money to good use and leveraging that with a variety of other local and private sources. And so our Silverado Manor public housing property is undergoing a complete repositioning and modernization, and it's really allowing us to make it more energy efficient, to address ADA accessibility at the site, and also to update the units. So we're very excited about that. And then we just recently opened 15 units of housing in downtown Sparks at our Rail Yard Flats project. And just before that, 12 units of housing specifically targeted for homeless or veterans who are at risk of homelessness at our Dick Scott Manor property.
Okay, so if people are watching this thinking, I could use some help, or I know someone who could use some help, what's the advice?
I would say please contact our office. So you could either call our office, 775-329-3630, visit our website, RHA website has a wealth of information. It's www.renoha.org. We also recently installed some kiosks within the community. So we have one in our lobby and one at the downtown Reno Library where folks could go and they could search for different forms, information on programs, and get in touch with us that way too. So whatever is easiest, come on into our office, call us, visit our website. We're happy to help, and if we can't help, then to refer to other resources.
Okay, well, we have just a couple minutes left, but I know everyone's going to want to know if you're being impacted by federal funding cuts.
Yeah, so as you know, there really aren't any specifics at this time, but we do know that any substantial cuts in funding would negatively impact our ability to serve residents of Washoe County. And for example, based on our current average monthly rental subsidy, we've estimated that for every $1 million reduction in housing assistance payments funding, that it would be approximately 93 fewer families that we would potentially be able to serve. So we're definitely watching that closely. We are staying up to date on what's happening and interacting with our industry groups. But at this point in time, we're continuing business as usual and working to move our projects forward and continue to serve our community.
I'm just hoping that the cuts wouldn't be too dramatic, because the bulk of your funding is federal, right?
So we do have federal funding that supports our Housing Choice Voucher program as well as our public housing, but we've also worked really hard over time to diversify our portfolio and our funding streams, and we'll continue to do that and explore new resources to try and backfill if we experience cuts at any level.
Okay, well, we don't have a ton of time left, just about a minute. So final message, maybe also how people can get involved and help you.
Yeah, we're always looking for landlords to contact us to learn more about our Housing Choice Voucher program. It's our landlords that help us make that program successful. Our Housing Choice Voucher clients are able to take that Housing Choice Voucher out into the public market and secure housing that best meets their needs in terms of its location or the unit amenities. And so the only way we could do that and for people to be successful in finding housing is when our landlords engage with us. So we're always asking for landlords to come into the program. So that's one way that our community can always help.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I sure appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Well, coming up on Face the State, if you've been considering adopting a pet, the Nevada Humane Society is hoping you'll stop by. What changes they're making to encourage more adoptions after the break.